You guys remember the area formula for yesterday? Some reason they use K.
Is it side, sorry, 1/2 times one side times another side times sine of an angle.
Sine of the angle in between, yeah. 1/2 times side times sine of the angle in between. Okay, that doesn't, you don't need a height to find the area of a triangle if you have basically side angle side. Okay, that's not what we're doing today. I just wanted to remind you because if I don't, we'll forget by the end of the chapter.
We do that on 1 through 4, I thought.
Yeah, 1 through 4 looks like that.
No.
Oh wait, the instructions are different.
Okay, so today we're doing what's called the law of sines. It's not too bad, really. It's kind of an easy little formula. Okay, so after the first lesson we did like the SOHCAHTOA stuff, that only works on right triangles. So everything we're learning now works on like any kind of triangle. So if we have like some random not right triangle, let's say this is side ABC, this would be angle A, angle B, angle C. Okay, turns out, I don't know the proof on this one, I didn't really look at it, that sine of A over side A equals sine of angle B over side B equals sine of angle C over side C. Okay, so really we only need like 2 of these at a time, but this can help us solve triangles, like find the missing parts, either missing angles or missing sides. You do have to know at least 3 of these parts because you can only have one variable in an equation to solve it. Darn, I should have looked it up in the book. This only works with like side angle side, like if we have like 3, 34 degrees and 5, side angle side can be used to solve this. Law of sines can be used to solve this if we have like side angle side. There was another one it could be used to solve. Was it angle side? I'll have to figure it out. Where's the angle side angle? I think it was angle side. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, angle side also works with this. So you kind of have to have certain information. Now, for other triangles where you have maybe side, and you're missing an angle, you have to know law of cosines, which is like tomorrow's deal. But law of sines is definitely the easier version. So let's jump in and see what we got here. Okay, so they don't draw the picture for us. Angle A is 31. I don't want to draw it. I don't really need a picture, but I'll go ahead and draw it. C is 20 and side A is 16. Okay, I'll just call this 16. Oh, wait. Side angle. Yeah, that does work. Okay, they call this C. So this would be angle. So they call this side C, so I'll call this angle C. Okay. So we're basically just going to try to solve this. Sine of angle A, which is 31, over side A, which is 16, should equal sine of C, guys see how I set that up? Sine of the angle over its side equals sine of the angle over its side. Okay, so we didn't know this angle though. So sine of angle A over side A, which is opposite angle A, equals sine of angle C over side C. How do we usually solve equations when we have two equal fractions like this? Cross multiply. So 20 times sine of 31 should equal 16 times sine of C. We don't really need to move that 16 though. So let's instead, that would be fine, but instead let's just keep it there and multiply by 20 basically. And that would get rid of that. Are you leaving earlier than I thought?
I just hear him. Where are you going? Trick
You guys remember that trip last year?
I would CPR to a dummy. And now we can squeeze the breath.
CPR training, that's weird. Alright. So 20 times sine of 31. Okay. All of this is just some number, right? Sine of 31 just turns into some weird decimal. So really to solve for C, we just need to do sine inverse of whatever that is. I guess you could try and plug it in all at once. That'd be kind of a lot to type in. But that would give us angle C.
I got 40.
Okay. I don't have the answer sheet. Okay, we're not actually supposed to solve this triangle, but we kind of need to find this angle to figure this out. The question they actually are asking is how many triangles are possible. So really what we need to do is say, is it possible for this to be 40 and or some other angle? So the other angle, if it's possible, the other angle would have to be like the, like if we use 40 as a reference angle, what's the other angle that matches it? So a 40 degree angle gives the same value as a what degree angle? 140. If we use 40 as like the reference angle. So is it possible for this triangle to have a 140 degree angle right there? Well, what are the angles of a triangle at most can add up to what? 180. So is 140 plus 31 still below 180?
Yes.
So it's possible for there to be two triangles. So the answer to number 1 is two triangles are possible. Let's do 2 and 3 also, because they're all a little bit different. I want to do one of each. Okay. Let's set up number 2 without a picture. You guys know how that one was set up? So it'd be sine of 82 over what?
22.
Over 22. So sine of angle B over side B should equal sine of angle A, which we don't know, over side A, which we do know, 34. To solve an equation, you can only have one variable, right? Um, anyways, so how did we do it last time? Basically, you just multiply by 34. You don't really want to completely cross multiply. And then that goes away. And then so we need to do sine inverse of whatever this giant beast is. So it's sine inverse of 34 sine of 82 over 22. Try it. Did you get an error?
Yeah.
Okay, you're supposed to. Nobody wanted to say anything because it didn't come out.
Were you just watching them be confused? I could see you like barely smile.
Right, at least we have our cat.
I was waiting until they stopped pushing buttons. Anyways, yeah, it's not possible. Maybe I should draw it to just show. It's not possible for this triangle to exist because if angle B is 82, that's a very large angle. So it should be relatively open up to a larger side than side A. Anyway, it's just not possible for this triangle to exist. So for number 2, if you get an error, it's because it's not possible for that triangle to exist. And the answer is 0 triangles. Number 3. Okay, 3 is like the third case, so I wanted to do one of these. So angle B is 110, so I'm going to do sine of 110 over side B, which is 11, equals sine of A over side A, which is 4. Okay, so if we multiply by 4, that goes up here, goes away. So we just need sine inverse of that junk. This one should work. You got what? 12? 20? Okay, so we got a 20-degree angle. Is it possible for A to be something else? So sine of 20 should give the same value as like sine of 160, which is 180 minus 20. But is it possible for this to be a 160-degree angle? No, because that's 110 and that would make more than 180 if you added them together. So it's only possible for one triangle to exist with those stats. So the answer is 1. So those are the 3 cases, 0, 1, or 2. So number 4 has got to be one of those options. Okay. Number 5, these are a little more straightforward. Just solve the equation. You should go a little bit faster. Okay. So, somebody besides Trey, how would number 5 set up? We're supposed to find B. Didn't you say, Trey, help me set up number 2?
Yeah, didn't
Yes, you did, Sam. Katie, any ideas?
Question or a command?
Like, how would we set up number 5 to the equation? Like,
Are we just doing like the half times side, or like?
no, that
sine
was,
of A over?
yeah, that we're doing a lot of signs to try to find B.
Sine of 64
Mm-hmm.
over 29 equals sine of 98 over 8.
Yep, that's it. So she put sine of angle A over side A equals sine of angle B over side B. We just don't know what side B is yet. So that's where that goes, and then we're going to cross multiply. This one's a little bit different because we're looking for B.
Could you cross multiply and then solve it like a normal equation?
So let's go ahead and do the full cross multiply. So B times sine of 64. Sine of 64 just comes out as one number. We don't know what it's a weird number, some weird decimal. We don't know what it is right now, but just think of that as one number. Equals 29 times sine of 98. Okay, how would we solve this for B?
Get everything to the other side.
Right, divide by sine of 64. And that would get rid of that. So really what we need to plug in is this. And you could just use a, since we're not like, this is all just multiply and divide, you could just plug in divide by the divide symbol. You don't really need the division bar. You could just plug that in. And we're rounding to the tenths place. 32 miles, I guess. That is the answer. Okay, let's do number 6. I'll have to do the odds this time. I'll choose what I want to do. So on 6 we have angle A is 57. So sine of 57 over side A is 33. Okay, we don't, we're supposed to find side B. We don't really have angle B yet, but we're going to find it here in a second. Side C is 35. Okay, we can't find side B right away because we are missing angle B. But if we find angle C, that will help us find angle B. How can I solve this to find angle C? It's kind of more like number 1, what we did at the beginning. If I just multiply by 35, it's kind of like cross multiply, but I don't really need the 33 over here. Kind of just want to get that by itself. So multiply by 35, and then what did we do? Sine inverse, yeah, sine inverse of all that jazz. Like my face bongos.
I got 64
61.5. Oh yeah, that's not the answer. Okay.
That's not what
I got
I got
62.8.
62.8. That's what I got.
That's what I got.
Really, nobody's gonna say the answer. Okay. Anyways.
I
Sorry,
had
Sam,
to
I
make
don't know.
sure before I said it, but you were right.
Okay. Now, that's not what we're actually looking for. We're actually looking for side B, which means we need angle B. So how could I figure out what angle B is?
Um,
57 plus 62.8 added and then 180 minus that.
Right, three angles of a triangle have to add up to 180. So 180 minus those two should give us angle B. So don't delay, back now. What does that come out to? $60.2. Okay. Okay, that's angle B, so that would go over side B. I already did sine of A over side A. Okay, so now we have something that we can use to solve for angle B.
Should you just do like side squared stuff?
Okay, by the way, I'm gonna pause here and make a note. So technically, if we use the reciprocal, or sorry, not the reciprocal, if we use this as a reference angle, like 180 minus this, it would still work with angle A. So it's possible for C to be two things, which means angle B could be two things, which means we could have two answers for side B. But that's a little more work than I want to do. So I just make a note that technically this one does have two answers. The last one wouldn't have worked with two answers, but we'll just stick with one for now. We'll call that good. Okay, now how can I solve this for B? Okay, cross multiply, so B goes up. B times sine of 57 equals 33 times sine of 60.2. Divide by sine of 57. So whatever that is, 33 sine 60.2 divided by sine 57. I'll just let you guys do it. Alright, numbers. Yeah, let's do 7. Maybe we'll just do the front side of this today. And call it good. That's probably enough, I think, honestly. Okay, let's do number 7. So, kind of the same problem. They give us side B, but they ask for side A. So we can do sine of 128 over 35. Sine of angle C over side C equals sine of angle B, which we don't know, over side B, which is 35. Whoops, did I write the wrong thing down? No, they're both 35s, okay. Alright, cross multiply 35. Well, actually, let's just multiply this 35 because we don't really want to add other stuff to this.
Using the sine inverse.
Sine inverse of all that, yeah. should got an error. Oh, wait, never mind. I guess not yet. Okay, angle B, you got what, 34.3?
Yeah.
Alright. So, we got angle angle C rather, is, they already told us was 128. So, angle A would have to be 180 minus those two. Let's see, what's that? 162.3, so 17.7. So sine of angle A over side A should equal sine of, I could actually use like either of these since I know angle B now, but I'll use the exact one. Sine of 128 over 35, I'll use that one again. Like,
I got 52.
Yep, I got 52.
okay.
I
Like
put
exact,
in parentheses.
was it exactly
I
52?
do have
Yeah.
parentheses though.
Oh.
Okay, what do these two angles add up to? 180, what's that leave for angle A?
0.
Is this possible?
No.
No, so there's no solution. Or, they just wrote not a triangle, I guess.
You're bad for trusting me.
Morning. Get that pickle out and start beating you on the head.
Why did you bring that to school?
What pickle?
Mari has a pickle.
She left it in her car and actually Sebastian brought it in.
You brought it
It's
in.
an inflatable
An
pickle,
actual
it's not an
pickle?
actual pickle.
Oh.
It's like Larry the cucumber or something. Alright,
Where'd she get an inflatable pickle
I
at?
don't know.
I think she said, didn't she?
I wasn't paying attention.
I kind of forgot. Okay, let's try 13. You guys are like out of it today. Today.
Landon's gone. It's just first Abby.
It's just not the same.
You guys-
Say the answers.
you guys-
Landon knows every answer, so we don't have time to answer it.
That's not true, you guys. Other people answer
I
questions too.
tried, but then Landon corrects me.
Not that bad.
It happens in science too, Mr.
Yeah.
I think your mom's gonna kill him. Yeah, I think your mom's
Oh my
gonna kill
gosh.
him.
Listen, he's saying the right answer. Mom's just kind of slow when it gets to going to the answer.
Landon moved away from me in history and told me he hated me.
Did he say that, or
Yes.
did you say that?
No, he
I
literally
would
was
not,
like-
it would not shock me. that
Yeah.
he said
What
that.
did you do?
He said I'm really annoying to sit by because I just talk to him.
I get that. I'm not saying.
Mr. Mr. is really mad
I
the
said
other
I
day.
get that.
Sometimes I need quiet to focus. And then there's someone like Trey who just can't stop talking.
But yet you're the one who sits by him.
Yeah, that's true. That is kind of my own fault.
Yeah, it is. Please don't move.
Usually Leo's right here.
That's true.
Landon probably talks to himself in his room about math problems.
Okay, so we're supposed to solve each triangle, which means find all the missing parts.
Going back and watching the video.
Hi, Landon.
So if we start with two angles, well, guess what? We can just find that angle, right? So how can we find the third angle in the triangle? 180 minus those two. Those two add up to 149. 180 minus that is 31. So this is one of our answers. And then we just have to find the other two. I guess they called this like side H. I'm looking at 13 and side K, but okay. So let's set up for like side H or yeah. So we need one angle inside that are already solved. So we have the 31 and the 14. So I'll do sine of 31 over 14 equals, and if I'm going for H, I need angle H. So sine of 113 over side H. Supplies are okay. So if the H is on the bottom, I'm going to use the cross multiply trick. H times sine of 31 equals 14 times sine of 113. How did that make you feel, Allison?
Really sad.
I'm sorry.
He's listening.
Yeah, he will probably watch this.
I apologize to him every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well then,
Trying to mend the broken fences there.
Wait, does he still step on you?
No.
So you go out of your way to apologize to him?
Probably once
At
is
least you're
enough
thoughtful.
and just let it go after that.
No, I felt bad because he actually looked annoyed. Like genuinely.
Allison, you're a chatty Cathy, aren't you?
Well, it's just like 5th hour, like I'm just done. I don't want to be there. And it's Mr. Frederick. Like
He was mad.
I'm not gonna pay
Dude,
attention.
the day I tried to pause the movie, he got
Oh,
really
really?
mad.
No, because I'm gonna be here today.
Not for flipping a table and throwing pencils out the window.
No,
Our table was literally
You-
upside down, and
If
he
you
got mad for
pause the
pausing
video,
I'm really throwing
No
his
one,
pencils
everyone
and
was
pens
packed
out
up.
the
Literally,
window. I turned on
everyone
the sink and put water out the window. But he drew the
We
line.
were wanting to, we
No.
literally were turning up the sink. It was so funny.
You
We literally
hooligans
turned
need
the
to behave
faucet,
yourselves.
stuck it out the
Oh
window,
my
and
gosh.
he said nothing.
And then we paused the movie and
I didn't see you guys turn on the faucet out the
You know,
window.
Allison stepped out the window when I turned it on. I was like spraying. You're watering.
I was watching.
Alright, so whatever that is H, and then we're going to set up something similar for K. So we kind of recycle the sign of this, sine of 31 over 14. Okay, and then for K, it'll be sine of 36 over K. Okay, and then you cross multiply, so we got K sine of 31 equals 14 sine of 36. So solve for K, divide by sine of 31.
I was trying to do right triangles, that's why I was confused.
Yeah, SOHCAHTOA does not work on these triangles because they're not right triangles.
You saw the dog at the gym yesterday? Yeah.
You guys know who all these guys are?
No.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know those.
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
who Whitworth.
I don't know who those are.
Pretty sure
What
Chuck.
kind of parent would name their child?
Or-
I said it sounds like a rich snob.
Yeah, it is.
Whitworth. My word.
Pretty sure 3 of them are Marvel actors.
Yeah, these two are Marvel guys.
Like that's a voodoo dog.
I think Charlie Cox plays him.
I don't know who that is.
Imagine a voodoo dog.
These two are Hope's crushes.
I like the for a voodoo.
Someone's very into blind people.